Hey, my people, what's going on? Yeah, I ain't been reaching out to y'all for a few days. I just been laying back, getting my thoughts together. Today, while I was working, I was contemplating on what I was going to speak about, talk about. I know that one of the topics was going to be about expectations, but I also was thinking about touching a little bases on goals. The goals that we set. And I'm not going to really say that any goal is unrealistic because, I believe that anything that you set your mind to doing, you can do. If you put forth your all effort into doing that specific or certain thing. Sometimes we have these expectations and we set them so high. And when I speak of set them so high, I'm speaking of the expectations that we place on others. We expect people to go above and beyond, which is cool sometimes, but sometimes you gotta, you can't expect the person to do more than what they can do, because you never know what their situation may be, what they may be going through, how their financial status might be. Sometimes people don't disclose certain information, because they don't want to be looked down upon, they don't want to be belittled, so some things they keep confidential, they hold it within themselves, and sometimes we expect people to live their life, do things in the same way that we may be doing things within our life. Things that we may have done to bring about a success in our life. But the one thing we fail to realize is that what may work for us may not work for someone else. They could probably use that same structure. They could probably use the way I went about doing a certain thing, and it may or may not work for them like it worked for me. Not saying that it won't work, because sometimes you can take something and use it in a different way and make it work for you, and the same thing goes for the goals that we set for ourselves. Like I said, I don't feel that no goal that you set out to accomplish, you can accomplish. But sometimes, depending on your circumstances and, like I said, your situation, you have to expect, a plan not to go as planned. That is why you have to always have, a backup plan, your B plan, even a C plan, because if one thing don't work the way you expect for it to work, then you got to try something different, You might have to readjust, you might have to reevaluate situations or the way that you may be doing things, because the way what you're trying to do could possibly work. It just might be the way you're going about trying to do it, And some people look at things and they feel like it's a piece of cake, and they expect for it to just be a walk in the park. And when they, put their foot in the water, they see that it's deeper than what they thought, But you have to set goals that you know that you are, able and capable of achieving or accomplishing. Nothing is going to always be easy. Sometimes it can be easy, sometimes it can be simple, but most times those that you planning to bring, that betterment of life within your life, sometimes it takes, that strive and that struggle and that hard work to reach that point, to get wherever it is you're trying to get to in life, or whatever measures you have to go above and beyond to sometimes accomplish some of these goals, because it ain't always easy. Sometimes we make things harder than they have to be. We want to challenge ourselves, challenge other people, but you gotta pretty much, like, if it's something that you want to do in life, a goal that you want to accomplish, you gotta come up with your master plan. You gotta figure out what it is that you need to even begin the process of trying to begin executing that goal. But first, the one thing you have to know is you got to know what it is that you want to do, what it is that you can do, and then figure out your ways of how you're going to do it. And you don't just look at one way, look at multiple ways. Going back to what I said, things may not go as planned. You got to have backup plans. Try one thing, you might have to try something different. If that one way don't work, have another way. Or you can do it both ways if you just want to, execute something more faster, more quicker. Not saying that it's a rush thing, because we all want to get to that point of betterment as quick as we possibly can. That is the reason why, some of us make them wrong decisions and choose the wrong way to go about, achieving those goals. So we got to take our time. We got to be patient, because in due time, your hard work is going to show, it's going to pay off. And believe it or not, you're going to reach where you want to be in life, and you're going to accomplish those goals that you set out for yourself to accomplish. Yeah, it's going to be the moments where you're going to live and say, I ain't going to never be able to do this, man. I just can't get it, man. It's not working. Hey, those are them self-defeating thoughts. Those them thoughts that, you put in your mind, and it just lowers your willingness and your ability, and it decreases your ambition. So those are the things that you have to challenge, because when you going out to get something and you really want it, you can't say I can't do it. I don't have what it takes to accomplish that. Because everybody don't always have what it takes to accomplish goals. Sometimes they might have to get help. There's nothing wrong with that. People helping you along the way to reach the goals that you're trying to reach in life. So many do it. People use other people as a stepping stone. They use other things as a stepping stone. So don't feel no type of way if you have to reach out and get help from someone else. because that's what it's about, you know. That's how you get that, you know, that compatibility, being able to work together with other people outside of your circle or even within your circle, you know. Sometimes we don't have all the answers. We don't have all the methods. You know, we might need other people, you know, ways, some other people's solutions, you know. So we gotta, you know, we can't feel like we can always do it all on our own, you know. I know that a lot of people don't like to seek out for help, don't like to ask people for this because they feel that they open doors for ulterior motives, or a person feeling as if they owe them something, you know. But I mean, that's not what it's all about, because every heart is not like that. You know, some people help people out the kindness of their heart, you know, because, you know, that's how people, you know, receive their blessings, you know. So, you know, you gotta put forth your all effort into trying to accomplish anything that you're trying to accomplish in life. You know, like I said, you got to devise your plan. You got to figure out, okay, this is what I want to do. Now, what is it? What tools do I need? What ways do I have to go about, you know, doing things to help me to make this goal easier to accomplish? Because it's a hard accomplishment, but once you start learning the ins and outs of it, it becomes just as easy as you saying your first name. It becomes second nature or first nature, you know? Because the more you work on it, the better you're going to get at it, you know? It's going to become a part of you. But you can't always put things so high that you are unable to reach, or that someone else is unable to reach. You know, sometimes we put people on pedestals that is too high for them to continue to maintain that position. Not saying that they can't, but hey, sometimes we gotta tone it down a little bit. We put too much off on something. You know, not saying that it's only women that expect so much from their man. But, I mean, us men, we expect so much from women as well. You know? But it's like the expectations are things that we feel are necessary and conducive to the betterment of our life. All we expect is what helps us to build a stronger bond, that helps us continue to working hard, putting forth that all effort, not losing that ambition until we succeed at whatever it is that we try to succeed in. Know what we want. Figure out how to go about getting what we want. Once you get what you want, you got to know how to hold on to it. You got to know how to maintain it. You know? You can't get it in your hands and then you abuse it. Then you feel as if you done already reached that point. So now you get lazy, you get lax. But just as fast as you got it, you work hard for it, you can lose it just as easy. And it'll be even more harder to get it back. Why is it going to be more harder? Because you're not going to put that same effort that you put into it the first time. So when you get it, you got to hold on to it. You know? Don't work hard just for no apparent reason. If you're going to work hard towards something that is worth keeping and holding on to. Just like a woman, just like a man. When you work hard to make your relationship the way you want it to be, you doing that for a reason, because you planning on holding on to that. This is the relationship that you want to keep. So you doing anything and everything in your power to make this as perfect as it can possibly be within this life of imperfection. No human is perfect, but you want to mold things to be perfect for you. Like I said, enough. Once you have received enough, you found somebody that gives you more than enough in all aspects, that is perfect. That is perfect. You make do with what you have. The effort that you put, the willingness that you put forth, that ambition, that strive, that struggle, all of that is what brings you to that accomplishment, to achieve that goal. And you're going to see the results. And then you're going to look back and you're going to feel good. Because one, you didn't quit. You may have stopped, but you didn't quit, meaning you didn't give up. Even if you didn't continue at a present moment of time and you picked it back up later, you still had in your mind that continuation to pursue that goal until you accomplished it or achieved it. All you can expect is all that you are able to do. That is your best. What you are able to do. What you can't do, you can't worry about, you know? Because if it's something that is meant for you, you will know and you will see it eventually. Whether it be you opening up your own eyes and seeing it, or someone else pulling your coat and helping you to see something that you can't see. You know? Because like I said, sometimes things that we have the capabilities to do, we can't see it. Someone else might see it though. They might see that potential that you can't see. So they give you that encouragement and they show you, whether it be through words or what they tell you, or whether it be them actually doing something to show that you have what it takes to accomplish this goal, to achieve this goal. Know what it is that you want. Once you acknowledge it and you recognize that, oh, I can do this, and you figure out the things that you can do with that, that's when you start devising your plan. as to what you want to do and what you want to do. Then you start your pursuit of working towards trying to accomplish that goal, to achieve that goal. And once you work towards it, you put your all into it. You work hard. Even if it's a strive, even if the strive is a struggle. You know? If you need help to help you to reach that goal, hey, seek out, because that's what it's about. Coming together, being compatible, working together, uniting as a team, becoming as one if you choose to. Because we are all one. We are one of God. No human species walking on the plains of this earth is not a creature of God. So we are one. We are one of God. And I just wanted to give y'all something, my people, because I can't let days pass by and not try to give something to someone that might can be useful or helpful to them in some way. Even if it's just them hearing something encouraging, something uplifting, you know, you got to reach out. And like I said, people, you know, have encouraged and motivated me. Even though I'm still not where I want to be, my strive still continues on. And it's a struggle for me. It's a major struggle. But am I going to let the self-defeating thoughts allow me to give up? No. Because I know my capabilities. I know what I can do. Like anyone else, I'm just waiting for that stepping stone. I'm waiting for one door to open. Then after, many other doors will open. Because I'm going to go get it. And I'm going to make the doors open. Not forcefully. I'm talking about by showing what I can do. Pursuing what I can do. So, my people, as always, you know, just as I'm open to speak out and reach out, I'm receptive and I'm open to hear anything from anybody. That's what it's about. Rambling aimlessly from the mind. Speak what you feel. Open up your mouth, because a closed mouth do not get heard. It's nothing other than real talk. You know, expressing yourself, talking about the things that you are afraid to talk about. You have the freedom of speech. Use it. Exercise that constitutional right. Speak out. I ain't talking about speaking out in ways that you trying to be militant or you trying to rebel against anyone. I'm talking about just speak your mind. That's how you allow yourself to have a clear conscience. Don't hold things bottled in. Get it out. Release it. That's self-help. When you express things that you have closed and bottled up with inside, that's how you help yourself. Because you help yourself to get it out. It don't always take you listening to somebody else giving you therapy, counseling, for you to get that help that you need for yourself. Sometimes some things you can help yourself with. And with that, my people, I'm out. I'll get back with y'all at a later time. Yeah, I gotta give y'all a little smile. I ain't always got a mug on my face. I ain't always got that look. But looks can be deceiving. Don't always hold back because of how a person looks. You know, some people put on a facade for a certain reason. Why? Only they know. And all by it. Sometimes we know. But anyway, I see y'all. If not later today, I'll see y'all another day. Peace. I'm out.